Hello everyone. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. We are back with another live. Let's wait for Angela to join us. There you are, Angela. I know you're there. Let's bring you up. Hi all. Let us know where you're joining from. Hello. Hi.
Hello, Sanas.
Hello. How are you?
Good. Nuruz Mubarak. It's the new year for you, right?
Yes, merci. Yes, thank you. Yeah, it's
How,
New Year for
how
us.
do you say thank you in Farsi?
Merci.
Merci. Oh, it's like French.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
I
we've got
see.
multiple ways of saying it, but one commonly used one, like there's mamnunam, all these different
Merci.
types, but the
Easy to
common everyday one that we use is merci. Yeah.
say.
Yeah. So Wednesday was Nowruz, and now we're in the new year, and we got 13 days of celebration, well, as much as we can,
How
when
is
we're
it?
not living in Iran and it's not holidays.
How
Yeah,
has the
yeah. How have you been?
celebration been?
Yeah, it's good. It was good. Yeah, it's pretty exciting, but it's always a little bit different here than to Iran. Like we
Yes.
do most of our celebrating on the weekend, really. Like this weekend coming, we're going to spend time with families and go see each other because everyone's got the days off work. Whereas on that day, like it's mostly work day for everybody. So yeah, but no, it's been good. It's been good. So it's nice. We got that done, and then next week we got Easter. So this year, Persian New Year and Easter turned out really back to back. So it's pretty yeah, pretty full on and fun all at the same time.
Yeah, of
How's your
course.
week been?
Yeah, good. Busy. Yeah.
Good, good. So we are back this week, and Angela and I thought, everyone, that we would talk about something that raises a lot of question for people because we keep talking about this 30-day trial. Let me just
Mhm.
rewind back actually for a second for people who might be joining us for the first time. So Angela and I are active in an online business, something we work from at home on the side of everything else that we do. And it's a digital marketing kind of a business, something that anybody can do with any background. Everything is taught to you. And obviously, uncapped income. So basically, that's in a nutshell what we do, in case you don't know what we're talking about. Now, one thing that our business has, which a lot of online businesses don't have, is that we have a trial period. Now, one thing we wanted to address, because Angela and I often talk about coming to the trial for 30 days, that doesn't mean you have to be in the trial for 30 days. You might make your decision in 2 days, but you've got 30 days to decide. But a lot of people don't actually know what happens in the trial. And they actually think that when you come in the trial, what you're actually doing is you're testing the business. So you're running a business as a trial to see how it works and if you like it, and then make your decision after that. So that's not quite what it is. So Angela and I wanted to come out today and make this a topic of our conversation and have a chat to you guys about what actually happens in the trial.
Yeah.
So do you want to start us off,
Yeah,
Angela?
sure.
What's the
Sure,
first
of
step?
course. So first and foremost, this is a business. So like in any business, there is a startup investment. So there is a startup cost. It's very affordable, it's flexible, and during this trial, we can discuss what strategy you want to do, which is why I said it's very flexible. And some people want to grow very fast, very quickly. Some people, are more comfortable to doing it slow at a much lower startup cost. And that's all fine. And this is where the trial comes in. We get to discuss your goals, and then we share with you realistically how do you reach your goals depending on what you're comfortable to invest. So I would really say, yeah, that's really what you get, during the 30-day trial. You don't come to the 30-day trial thinking that you invest nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, there is no such business out there where you invest nothing and you get uncapped potential income.
Absolutely
So
not. And
yeah,
even if there
if
is,
someone
it's
tells you that, it's
short-lived.
a complete scam.
Yeah, exactly. It's a scam. It's a short-lived thing. It's something that you're kidding yourself, and it's going to be packed up and gone in a month, and you're going to be wondering what hit you and where your couple of $100 went. So in this business, as Angela said, it requires investment, and the investment is more than $150 that you pay to come into the trial. It is at least a couple of thousand, but again, it really just depends on how much you want to invest, how fast you want to accelerate in your business. I myself came into the business with the highest investment that could be possible to come in, because I wanted to progress really fast. But everyone goes at their own pace,
Yeah.
and everyone goes with their own budget. We're all doing this on the side of everything else that we're doing. So there's no obligation to come in at the highest level. But there's definitely investment. But this is a business that you pretty much going to have for the rest of your life. Once you're in, you don't want to go anywhere. So you're in, you make a small investment, you get that investment back in a short time, tenfold, and it grows from there. So in the trial, so how do you come in the trial? So you go to one of our websites, Angela and I, that's when you put your email and your name in there. You're not in the trial then. You just get a complimentary webinar, a workshop that you can watch. It's 90 minutes. You watch it and you get a little bit of an overview of what the business looks like, and you get some success stories of people who've been in the business and been successful, and you hear what kind of people, what's their background. You get to see the fact that there's people from all walks of life, all ethnicities, all backgrounds, all beliefs, all in this business, achieving the same sort of results, depending on how much time and effort they put in. So that's where, it's all complimentary up until then. Once you watch that 90 minutes, you then are given the option if you want to come into the trial. So you get to pay $149, which is refundable if you decide not to stay in the business. You come in the trial, and when you come in the trial, you'll then receive a whole series of sort of short videos that will explain to you. How many hours worth of videos is it, Angela? Do you remember? For the pre-coaching videos, I can't remember how many hours in total. Probably 2 hours in total. I'm not sure.
Max 2 hours.
Yeah, around that, I think. But you get to watch those, and in those videos, it pretty much cracks the business open for you. You pretty much have no questions left to be answered, because it covers so much. So it tells you what companies we work with, what products, what we actually do. We're not selling the products ourselves. We do something different. So what is it that we do? What's the investment like? What's the commissions like? What's the retirement plan all about? What does it mean you get a retirement? What does it mean you get passive income?
Yeah.
All this kind of, so it explains the whole model to you. And that's when, for me, it was when my jaw dropped. I was like,
yes, exactly.
I want this. I want this.
And something
Was it
I
for you
want
like
to
that?
assure everyone as well is because I did so much research with so many other business models. All the other business models I went into the trial for, they kind of suck you in bit by bit,
Yeah.
right? Until you realize, oh my God, I would have invested so much already, and you're like halfway through, and then you don't know whether to continue or you give up. The difference with our business is we tell you upfront how much you have to invest, and it's just one time, one time. The 149, it's really giving you access to unlock our training as well once you invest it, and that is for life. You get training for life, you get a mentor for life, which is unheard of. And all I can say is that even if I just consider the amount of money I invested as a training or a class to learn social media digital marketing, that is completely more than enough to pay for my course.
Yeah.
Because if you were
Yeah.
to invest out, for people who are interested to get into the social media, digital marketing space, you go and do the research yourself in your country. Well, in my country, in Singapore, it's not even a lifetime training, but just like, say, I would say if you want to learn all 7 platforms, it would easily cost you $20,000
Yeah.
Singapore dollars. So, but on top of that, the bonus is because we work with this affiliate, we get products. So we get products to use. So it's, to me, that's why it's a no-brainer. And then the uncapped income
Yeah.
potential,
Yeah.
it's real.
Absolutely. They're
It's real.
really
Yeah.
good points that you said, especially about that they suck you in, because when I was in my research phase, oh boy, did I fall for that. Like,
Yeah.
you'd watch a webinar, then they'd be like, okay, if you give this much, you're going to get this much, okay, so you do that. And then you keep going, and then you realize, oh God, like there's going to be like 30,000 I'm going to have to invest into this thing. And I don't know whether
Yeah.
it's going to work. Whereas here, you just pay the 149 to come into the trial, which again, if you decide it's not for you, once you see the whole business model, that full money is refunded to you. So that's only kept if you stay in the business, because then, as Angela said, that covers all your training and mentorship and everything for life forever. And then you get shown the whole thing. And if you want it, you invest and you come into the business. If you don't want it, completely okay. Some people want to go out and research a bit more. Most people end up coming back, because unless you've done it the other way around, you won't know how valuable it is.
Yes.
But then when you watch these videos, you do understand a lot. Like, you will know everything about the business. And if you do like it, like I myself watched the coaching videos like a couple of times, and then just because I was just so excited about it while I was waiting for my coaching call. And then if you then, like, you also get invited into our private Facebook group as well. That's where you get to see all the other business owners and their income posts, and what they're doing, and what kind of people are in the business. You get to be on the inside for a little bit without running a business. And then once you make a decision, yep, this is for you, that's when you book your coaching call with one of our experienced coaches, who will then give you a call and have an actual chat with you over the phone about what your options are, what your investment strategy will be, have a discussion with you to see what would suit you best and start you off. And after that, if you decide that, you would have made your decision by then. Once you decide what investment level you're coming in, you will then have the forms sent to you by the coach, and you'll sign those forms. You got to provide a license, so don't freak out when you have to do that. You provide a license and all that kind of stuff. You do the paperwork side of it done. And once the paperwork is processed, you get a business ID, which is your ID in this business. It's like your franchise number, if you will, if you were offline. And then you start running your business with the guidance of your coach and your mentor. So again, in a bit of a nutshell, just so you've got some idea of what it's like to be in that trial.
Yeah.
So add on whatever I missed, Angela.
So something I want to highlight is that our group, our community, it's close to 200,000 people now.
Yes.
So it's global. We've been around for, over 7 years, I think coming to 8 years. And, it's 200,000 people can't be wrong.
Yeah. No, not everyone would have made the same mistake over and over again.
Because,
There are people in this.
7 years is a long time to prove something,
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely. A business that isn't profitable, or if it isn't working, or if it's not legit, or any of those things, doesn't stick around for 7 years. There are people who are doing that. And the good thing and the exciting thing about this business is when you come in, you've got, like, as they say, the world's your oyster. Like, you can, in a short amount of time, accelerate your income more than what your own mentor or coach are making, because it depends on how much time and effort you put in. They could be really busy. Like, we don't know what's going on in people's lives. I might have only 1 hour a day to put on the business, whereas Angela might come in and she has 2 hours. So she's probably going to do double as well as I am doing. Someone else might have only 15 minutes a day to put on their business. Doesn't matter. Everyone moves forward. Everyone accelerates. It's just at different paces, and that's the beauty of it, because you can work it around your life and do what you want with it. So pretty much it's risk-free. You can come in, you can go into the trial, investigate the whole thing, and then decide whether it's for you or not. But one thing to note is that if you do book your coaching call, and you only do that once you've seen the whole business model, once you've asked your question, like coach still is going to be in communication with you through messages. So you still can ask plenty of questions before your coaching call. The coaching call is more a formality, like you do that as a final stage to make your final decisions about everything. So by that time you make that booking for that coaching call, you 100% know that you want to be in the business. So once that coaching call is made, your 149 is then not refunded to you. So you got to know what, you know, like you got to know that if you're going to book, don't have your coaching call and then say, why didn't I get my money refunded? You will have your money refunded before the coaching call. But you got 30 days to make that decision, you know. So it's completely risk-free, and it's something that pretty much anybody can investigate and do. And that's the beauty of when you get invited to the private group, because you then get to see what kind of people, you know, there's young, there's old, there's middle-aged, there's teachers, there's housewives, doctors, everyone, you know. Imagine 200,000 community, there's going to be so many different types of people in there, but they all have this business in common, and they all have a goal in common, and they've all been able to do it, you know, because you got so much guidance, you're not going to get lost. You're going to know what to do.
Yeah. So, and also one more thing to add is, unlike other platforms where they will ask you to, apart from their training, they might ask you to go to Fiverr to look for freelancer to do certain part of the work. There's no need for all that in our system. So we have a proven and tested system. You don't have to search outside our training platform. So isn't that, you know, the most amazing thing?
Yeah, one-stop shop.
It's one-stop shop. You know, everything is all in the package. You only invest once, and you just it's like farming, right? You just, you know, we teach you we give you a business kit. You know, you sow your seeds. You just follow exactly what you need to do.
Yeah.
And then you wait for your fruits,
Yeah.
to harvest.
To harvest. Exactly right. And the other there was one other thing that I wanted to mention about it. It will come to me again. I was thinking of it just as we were talking. But yeah, it's exciting to know that you've got all this support. And the other thing, actually, that's what I wanted to mention. You don't need to know how to make a website. You don't need to know how to operate a website from the back end. You don't need to know, you know, so many, because I know for me, it was a big hurdle. Like,
Me too.
I'm an agent. And when I was coming out of an office that I was working for, and I wanted to work for myself, that was one of the big hurdles for me, because when you're an agent working for in an office, and I know a lot of other careers and professions you can relate to this, you don't know how to do all that. Like, you know, you don't know how to do admin work. You don't know, you don't know how to do so many things, you know. I didn't even know how to put up my own listings, you know, on realestate.com for, you know, properties that I have. And the forms, you know, the admin checks everything. Like, agents just kind of just go out and do the selling and yeah. So for me, that was a hurdle, and I was like, how do I operate a website? How do I do this? There's so much I don't know. So in this business, I found it's so good because you got your admin, you got your tech, you got your, all that is all taken care of by our system, and the back end office that looks after all that for you, all with your $149 that you pay, the cost of a dinner out, and then you've got all that covered for your business for the rest of your life. It's a no-brainer. And so for me, that made it easy because, you know, my husband, even though we intend, you know, we're doing the business together, but really he's at work full time. You know, I'm the one with the, you know, doing real estate, but doing it flexibly so that I can run this business on the side. Whereas with his work, he goes on site early in the morning, he comes back in the afternoon, like he's got no time to spend on the business. So I was thinking, okay, I'm going to have no support in that side of, like, a technical side of things, you know. You don't need it. Like, everyone, you know, there's someone that take care of everything for you. Everything else that you need to know how to do, which isn't like admin and, you know, operating a website, all the other stuff is taught to you in our step-by-step training with your mentor's guidance. It's all there for you. So it's, for lack of a better word, dumbed down so that anybody can understand it,
Yeah.
like anybody can follow the videos, like the short 5 minutes video, how to even make a Facebook business page, how to do everything. Like it's all there. So even if didn't have a coach and mentor, you would still know what to do, but you've still got a coach and mentor to lean back on as well for support. So that's what makes this business model genius, as well as obviously the monetary benefits that you get from the business, the commission design, which is phenomenal. But aside from that, the way it's designed that anybody can do it. You got housewives who didn't even finish high school that are running this business successfully, making 6 figures a month, like doing crazy figures. And you got professors, you got doctors, so everybody can do it with all the training that we got provided. But those are the things that you get to sort of see from the inside when you come into that trial. So
Yeah.
definitely nothing to lose there, guys. If you've been sort of thinking about it, you must check out that
Yeah, I think that the word I would like to use to anyone who is, still curious, we have a plug and play system. Literally, when you decided that you want to join this, our system, everything, you just plug it in and play.
Yep, exactly. And that's what, people come into this business from Amazon and from so many other businesses.
Yes.
And they find it so easy because they're like, there's so much guidance that you literally, as Angela said, you plug yourself in and it's like you hit the ground running with your business.
Yeah,
Whereas
yeah.
when I looked into Amazon, I tried so many different things, and it's just kind of like,
we have so many people who try Amazon, totally flopped it, and it was like just too difficult. It's such a crowded place, and then they jumped into our platform, and they are so happy that they found this business model. Yeah,
it's like with those other businesses. And I'm sure there's other great businesses. I'm not saying this is the only great business that exists, but the ones that I investigated, for me, it was kind of like swimming in murky waters, like you don't know where you're going. It's just this big trial and error, like I'll go this way, hopefully that'll work. Oh no, okay, I bumped my head here, I'm going to swim this way because I can't see clearly. Whereas with this business, it's so transparent. You can see right through the end what your path is, what you need to do, which way you need to go, and you just follow the footprints of everybody else who's been successful. You're not trying out products to see if they work, if they sell, none of that stuff. So that's what, for me, it really, it stood out. And the fact that like yourself, Angela, and so many other people, in such a short amount of time, you can accelerate so much in this business. That's the other exciting thing about it. Because I had so many friends who, even with Amazon being an example, but they tried Amazon and they even paid someone. Like there's different people that sell their programs of like mentorship for Amazon, and they bought into that. They said, not once could we ever get a hold of this guy. Not once did he ever answer our questions. Like he would just send us a couple of videos that would be like some general information. And here they are just kind of swimming in these murky waters. They bought all these products that stayed in a storage somewhere, did not sell. In the end, they were giving the products away to friends as gifts, and until it finished and they dissolved the whole business. So it's good to know that you got that sort of guidance and support, and that everyone from all walks of life has the potential to come into this business and in a very short amount of time, depending on how hard they work, accelerate and succeed on the side of running a family, running other jobs and businesses, and doing everything else that they do in their day-to-day.
Exactly. Yeah. So definitely highly encourage everyone to check us out. This is truly the clearest and transparent business model that, for myself, and I guess for you as well, that that really exists, and with real people behind it.
Yeah,
Not
real people.
Yeah.
Exactly. Real everyday people. So Definitely, guys, come check it out. If it's something that you've been considering that you want to sort of do for yourself, something you want to invest in for your own future, come check it out. You got nothing to lose, and we're here to answer any questions you got. And also, another thing I'll just say, Angela, and then I'll throw it back to you if you want to add anything on, is that if you have any other sort of particular questions that you want us to address, let us know so that in the future weeks we can discuss those things. If there's something that we keep saying and you're not really understanding what we mean by that, or what that really looks like, let us know, and we'll bring it up in the next well, next week we might do a book review, but the week after that we'll bring it up and we'll have a bit of a chat about it.
Yeah, for sure.
Anything to add from yourself?
Me? Yeah. So just want to wish everyone a wonderful weekend, and happy New Year celebrations to you and your family again.
Thank you so much, and happy New Year to all the people celebrating the Iranian New Year. With this, a lot of different cultures are celebrating it. So everyone who celebrates, happy New Year. Hope you have a fantastic weekend with your family and loved ones. Enjoy yourself, and yourself too, Angela. Have a great weekend, and we'll be back next week, guys. Look forward to seeing you all here again next week. Have a good weekend.
All right. Bye.
Bye.